We've just come down from a solar storm that brought aurora all the way down to Germany, and another one's on its way. What does that mean for you? Those stories and more in the news this week. Space weather this week continues to keep us on our toes. We just came down from a solar storm from some fast wind. It bumped us up to moderate storm conditions. It brought aurora to the UK and even clear down south as far as Germany. Now this week we're still under the influence of the coronal hole that's been sending us some fast wind, but this part of the coronal hole, as you can see, it's incredibly extensive, but this part is not quite as well formed as what we just went through. This means the fast wind we're going to get is not going to be quite as intense, probably not quite as fast, and so storming is probably going to be a bit more sporadic. But this might be good news for you amateur radio operators and GPS operators because a little bit of storming actually helps you. Switching to your solar storm conditions and aurora possibilities over the coming week, we may have come down from that solar storm of the past couple days, but we are still under the influence of this massive coronal hole that's going to be continuing to rotate through the Earth's strike zone over the next week or so. At high latitudes, NOAA is expecting active to even minor storm conditions with up to a 55% chance of a major storm, and this will continue throughout the week. At mid-latitudes, we're only looking at unsettled to active conditions with about a 25% chance of a minor storm. But again, these conditions will kind of be sporadic through the week. So you aurora photographers, you need to stay on your toes. That's about the best prediction we can give you. But you amateur radio operators and GPS operators, you might actually enjoy some nice conditions because if we're not storming too strongly, it actually helps you. Switching to your solar flare and particle radiation storm outlook over the coming week, everything is still in the green when it comes to solar flares. We do still have a spotless sun. This does mean that the solar flux is still low. So you amateur radio operators, especially on the day side, you're still having a bit of a problem. Of course, this fast solar wind and some of the solar storming might actually help you a little bit, but overall you may still be dealing with some issues. However, you GPS operators, especially on the day side, it's all smooth sailing. So the space weather this week remains pretty active. We're going to be bouncing in and out of storm conditions, so you aurora photographers, especially at high latitudes, you could probably get some pretty good shots. You're going to be pretty busy. Now, at mid-latitudes, your aurora photographers might be a little bit more frustrated because the aurora is going to be a bit more elusive. But you amateur radio operators and emergency responders, as long as the storming is not too strong, then you should get a bump in propagation that will help communications for you, which is great because you're sure not getting it from the solar flux right now. And you GPS operators, well, as long as you stay clear of the dawn dust terminators and clear of aurora, your GPS should look pretty good. I'm Tamitha. Thank you for watching.